I need to say something inappropriate so I can start the podcast.
Is that how we roll these days?
Massive penis in woman's vagina.
No.
Hello and welcome to the Video Gamer UK podcast.
For the record, I don't know how this podcast is going to start, but Chris Pratt asked for something inappropriate. That's the only reason I said those
Well,
things.
I mean, I didn't hear that.
No, because you're going to cut that off, but that's what happened. Sorry, finish your introduction. I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say then. Yes, I'm joined by some people today, as you just heard one of them. There's another over here. He's looking very happy. Is that because Dark Souls 2 has been released on PC this week?
No, it
Dave?
bloody isn't.
It's David Scammell.
I don't know what to think.
You all right?
I've just got thoughts in my head
Yeah?
on Miller's comment. And
They need to come out.
Yeah.
I need to come out.
No, the thoughts need to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Don't hold them back. I'll probably have to edit this podcast heavily now I've said that.
Okay.
It's also, it's your old dad. It's your old dad.
It's your old dad.
It's Jim.
Yeah.
Jim Trinker. You all right?
All right, yeah. Been
Yeah.
absent from the podcast for a couple of weeks.
You have indeed. You've
been doing stuff.
You were at the US Embassy last
I
week.
was.
You busy
Yeah.
beaver. That was an odd thing to say. I regret that. And it's the reviewsical hero himself, Mr. Simon Miller.
What? You made a lot of euphemisms in this podcast so far. Beavers,
Yeah,
penis,
well, that was you.
vagina.
Penis is less a
also you
euphemism
there.
and more.
Wasn't a euphemism so
Just
much as you
statement.
just saying the words penis. and
Yeah,
vagina.
well, sometimes euphemisms are obvious and you just have to roll with the punches. Thank you for tuning into Video Gamer Podcast. Hodcast?
Podcast?
Let's just
Goddamn
wrap it
right.
up now. Let's wrap it up. I haven't got cognitive functions anymore.
So
I'm just bleary-eyed.
You'll notice I introduced you less there, Simon, with the reviewsical hero tagline. That's because I think we need to mention that we've got a video game. I say we. I mean, we didn't create it. Someone else made it for us.
Pixel
Some lovely
Games.
chat made a video game.
George Barron,
Pixel
Pixel
Bear
Bear
Games.
Games is his studio name.
It's his name?
I
his
don't
name
know.
he's had since birth.
I believe he's studying game development, and that's kind of the
believe?
the tag he's
You
going with at the
should
moment.
know this information.
He
this
is
man.
studying game
Okay,
development.
nice.
Is
How
George
old is he?
Barron. Why would I know? How would I know
old is
that?
he?
How on earth would I
Come
know
on,
that?
give me his age.
Let's do a higher or lower.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that. Higher or lower
Older
than you,
or
Chris
younger
Pratt?
than the brat.
Oh God, that's a good question.
Where was he born?
I think I'd say lower than me.
Did
Should we
enjoy
invite him
his
onto the
mother's
podcast?
Younger
milk?
than you,
I'd imagine so. He's at uni.
but you're like a sperm.
That is not true.
You
I
are.
take great offense.
That's
to
more
it.
euphemisms.
Yes, Reviewsical Hero
And I'm your daddy.
is a game
Suck this.
You're right here, right now.
based on the reviewsicals that we
What's
do
a musical?
every other Friday. It's a review sang musically.
Which
is-
is clever.
You say sang.
Well, yeah.
Shouted and made.
Warbled.
I mean, I've often
And Jim's
pined
pretty good.
for your input into these because we do get to hear them from time to time.
I
they
often-
do come blare out of our office speakers. Unfortunately, they never quite make it to
Wow.
you guys at home.
I mean, that is the beauty of being on the video team. Sometimes.
I saw my dad for like the first time in 6 weeks over the Easter, and he was very upset how badly we murdered Spandau Ballet.
Was that was Goat Simulator, right?
There's
Yeah.
some poor moments in that.
He was proper like, you murdered that song, all of you. I was disgusted.
No names,
you.
but I was shit.
You were pretty good in it.
I wasn't that good. Like,
you're
I
right.
wasn't the best.
The bit that makes me anxious in that song, and Simon and I experienced this when we were playing it on Musical Hero the other day, is when Joe the intern pops up, and I think this is probably my fault because I was in the room when he recorded it. It makes me nervous when his bit comes up. It's very loud, and
It is very loud. It's not very well edited. So who do we blame that on? Chris Pratt?
no
you.
problem. Thanks so much. But yeah,
But no, you should play it. I think we've tweeted it a few
So, yeah,
times.
it's
There'll
like
be
a-
a video of it
Just
today, I
Guitar
think.
Hero with our
yeah,
reviewsicals.
it's a rhythm game you play on the keyboard.
Yeah.
And yes, you can find it on his itch.io page, which I'm not even going to try and remember. So I'm going to say your best bet's probably Googling it. 'cause
It
I
is
don't
very
really-
fun. It's really hard.
Why not provide
Right.
a link in the
Yeah,
description?
I think you should just keep refreshing Video Gamer TV's YouTube channel today, and at some point a video will
Rack
go
up
up with the
those hits.
descriptions. Yeah, don't use Google. Use Video Gamer
If you Google
TV's
Reviewsical
YouTube.
Hero, it's the top result.
We are doing a video
Think about
today.
that. Eh? No one else
I'm
has
not
used
surprised.
the terms Reviewsical
You know?
Hero.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
Trademark that shit.
We'd actually...
It's hot stuff.
Yeah. Well...
When's the
Let's
sequel
not
coming
start
out?
talking about trademarks and...
Is there going to be DLC? Is there microtransactions?
Apparently, he's going to update it with future reviewsicals. That sounds like a lot of work.
He wants to put Tom in as a character as well.
Do you know how as well? Have you been following his Twitter feed?
Yeah, apparently, if you're doing badly at a song, Tom's character will come and boot yours out of the way.
I think it's specifically if I'm doing bad.
Oh, if you're doing
'cause
badly.
Tom often threatens to
Chucks a
fire me.
P45. at
Yes,
you.
exactly. I
Have
think
you-
that's what's going to happen.
Have you seen what happens when I win a game?
I never
With a
picked your
balloon.
character.
No, not the
I'm-
balloon.
I'm-
Balloons, that's Bratters.
Yeah, it says
Oh, is
12
it?
It's
on.
12-year-old birthday balloon. My character takes all his clothes off.
What?
And is there in a bikini, very happy.
If
Are you
what? When does
serious?
that happen?
That's cracking.
When you
When
do a
you win
song
a-
with Scammell.
Yeah.
What, halfway through?
No, when you win the level, when you finish the
I won the level. Did my guy do anything? Not that I was playing as me.
Yeah, I think your guy. I've forgotten what yours does. I think it's like something to do with like rock. Like
Did it?
using a
I
rock
missed
symbol or
that.
something.
All right,
There's
I
a little
wasn't paying
speech bubble
attention.
that says power or something like that.
Is there? There you go. Look
No,
at that! I got a catchphrase. Who ever thought that would be a thing? This has become a very
from day one.
This has become a very self-indulgent podcast now.
Yeah,
I know,
Point
but
that
I
out.
know,
But I
but
guess all
Classic
podcasts are
Bratters.
self-indulgent.
These are self-indulgent times, I
It's,
think.
it's difficult. I'm very excited about Musical Hero. I can't.
Jim, that was good.
I
Well
feel
done.
bad about that, but there you are. It's good. You
Okay,
should play
so
it.
Reviews of Hero. I honestly don't do anything. Either find it or watch the YouTube video. I only want the hits. I'm all
What?
about the hits.
You just- oh, damn it.
Screw your creativity. I want the hits.
I don't. Oh,
I got a big announcement as well, which I'm not going to make on this podcast.
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna
You
tease.
can't do that.
Well, I haven't
Hang
told.
on.
You want me to tell these people before I've told you three?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, let's do it live.
Trust
Live
me.
Come on.
reactions.
Trust me,
Live
you don't.
reactions.
No,
Oh.
I'm just going to tease it now.
Who's fired?
you?
I knew it. I knew it.
Let's
Wow, I
talk
don't know
Mario
what this is.
Golf.
Mario Golf?
Yeah.
Can we talk Mario
I
Golf?
don't know. You know what? I don't care today. So I'm going to
Really?
talk Mario Golf.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to put a score on it. So
Let's go.
Fuck.
It's got DLC and a season pass, the first time in a Nintendo game ever.
does it?
Is that correct? I think that's correct.
I haven't read the online email yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. Well, it's just Mario Golf.
See,
But
I'm
it's-
intrigued because I loved everybody's golf.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever played a Mario Golf. Are they similar?
Yes. Yeah, they are. I mean, it's kind of similar to the one on the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance one is better though, if we're being honest. Just probably because this is more of a, follow up from that. So it's just like it's very familiar. Whereas that one was actually quite different at the time. They had RPG elements and stuff. RPG elements, but it had the story and the way you leveled up your clubs and stuff.
Yep.
Quite good. This is the same. You have to get a handicap before you can enter any of the tournaments, and then you have to go progressing through the tournaments. Tournaments are quite hard. Game is very simple to play. You got your manual and your auto control systems.
Golf, right?
It's just golf,
Who's
but it's
your
golf.
chosen golfer?
Well, this is what annoys me is that if you want to use Nintendo characters, you can just sort of have single rounds. But if you want to do like the castle challenge, whatever the hell it's called, which is where the proper single player stuff is, you have to be your Mii. I don't want to be my Mii.
Really?
What?
I hate my Mii. My Mii's, well, I get it because you've got to level him up. You've got to
Right.
build him up as a golfer. And your whole point is you go through the tournaments to, the end game is playing against
It's called
Mario.
Mario Golf.
But the end game is playing
I
against
guess.
Mario. Mario's like, oh my gosh, Mario's so sexy and smooth with a golf club in his hand, and his moustache makes me tinkle. But it's,
Tinkle. It makes you.
but I don't want to be my Mii. I don't want to be my Mii because I hate Mii's. I hate Mii's.
don't
I hate
want to
Mii's.
be
I hate.
yourself.
What's the Xbox one called?
Avatars.
Avatars. I hate them all. I don't hate them, but I just think let me be.
Talking of Mii's, am I allowed to mention what happened the
Well-
other week that upset me greatly?
In a second, we have
Or not.
missed the announcement, whatever it was.
No, we're not doing that. What upset you? Yeah, just say it.
When Nintendo sent us a list of Mii's.
Well, this annoyed me as well because that's not my Mii.
It's not my Mii.
And
Are we allowed to mention this? I
Don't care.
know. Right,
But
fine.
so my Mii has hair, damn it, because in a dream world, I'm putting hair on myself. The fucking one Nintendo sells it. Oh, no hair for Miller.
So
Get rid of his hair.
Let's give it some
Yeah,
context.
This is for
Tomodachi Life.
Life, which is some bizarre Sims meets Animal Crossing game that Nintendo are releasing in June, right? I
Yeah.
think so. And they sent out like a press pack with some
journalist Mii's, basically.
Yeah.
But it seems weird because they've obviously got our Mii's from somewhere.
Where?
Because
Where?
Not mine. I've never given myself
no, but my
hair.
Mii is that Mii, unless they've recreated my Mii exactly like my Mii is.
They are Nintendo.
But-
They probably do have your Mii.
I know. And then beneath it, said Dave, VideoGamer. Then who did it say? Not Dave's Camel. No.
Dave Cook, the man we wish.
Dave
you were,
Cook from VG247.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Dave Cook.
which isn't
me.
for all sorts.
Wait, no, forget that. That's not a website. That doesn't exist.
Oh,
Videogamer.com only. I'm declaring war on video games, damn it. I'm
Right.
sick of it. I'm
What
sick
does
of
this
it.
mean?
I want to be number one. Videogamer.com. Screw everybody else. That's right. And if you've got a problem with that, Croydon. You come down to Croydon. Come down to Croydon.
Why are we-
I'll be waiting for you in a chair with a pipe and some glass. And you'll be like, well, I've got glasses
this
and
is a
pipe,
li-
It
but I'll be
doesn't
ready.
smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like one of those hostile takeover things.
It's
It's a
turned
bit
into a wrestling
antagonistic.
promo.
But,
there's not enough vitriol in video games. Everyone's too either
Everyone
whiny.
else is in Brighton and Bournemouth as well. They'd shit themselves in Croydon.
That's true. But it's true. Everyone, they're either like whiny or just like, yeah. Come on, people.
Jeez.
Get some. Do people listen to this podcast? They probably hate me now. Don't care. Croydon. Here I am, waiting for you in my chair with my pipe and my glasses.
I don't know what's happening today.
Simon, have you taken some drugs before you came into this podcast?
No, but I
Are you
am
sure?
malnourished.
Okay.
And that's not a joke. that's not a joke. That's true. But Mario Golf.
Aren't you supposed to just want to sit on the floor and die when you're malnourished, not get
I'm not
angry
like
and
right
start-
now. There's like 6 of each of you to me. So, and I got water on the brain. I don't want to get into this. No one needs to know about my weird life.
I've eaten nothing but chicken for 18 weeks.
Exactly.
It's the same as sleep deprivation.
It is just with chicken. But it's good. It's just very what you'd expect.
nice little turn around back
Yeah,
to
I know.
Mario Golf there. That was wonderful.
It's just what you would expect, and that's fine. And it's very enjoyable. It's very Moorish. Like every time I think about it, I think, oh, I play more Mario Golf. That would be good. And I play it for a good solid hour, and you think, okay, I'm done with it. So in terms of a handheld game, it probably does its job very well.
I'm more interested in Tomodachi Life at the moment. I think that's something
Okay.
new and exciting.
I'm
rather
sorry
than,
about that. I can't
than
talk
a
to you
game
about that.
Well, you've seen the Nintendo Direct thing, right?
No.
The weird.
I didn't watch it.
You've seen it, right, Dave?
Only
It's-
clips.
it's
I haven't
up your
seen. I
street.
haven't seen the whole thing.
Oh, you guys are missing out. It's
No,
probably-
because I just don't care about it. To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't. Tamagotchi Life. I didn't care about Tamagotchi back in the day. The Sims has never appealed to me. Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah, so what is it? It's just The Sims meets Animal Crossing, right?
Yes.
Is that essentially
And I didn't
what
like
it is?
Animal Crossing either. So to me, this has no.
But it's
appeal
quite
whatsoever.
cool.
With
It's
all
quite
the-
cool. I don't know if I'm beyond that sort of stuff. I don't know if that's like I enjoyed that maybe 5 years ago, and I don't know if I haven't.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if maybe it's something I dip into every now and then.
I find it wonderfully bizarre. It's the bizarre parts of Nintendo that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like this, and I don't not like it. I'm happy that it
I like the
exists,
new
and I
stuff.
think it will do well. But it's just not for me. That's all I mean.
So what exactly do you do?
So you have an island,
Yeah.
and
Do you know the sad thing? That could have been the start of a Nintendo commercial, because that's what their commercials are like now.
Yeah.
Some guy would have been
Yeah.
sort of grooving out with some sunglasses and an awful shirt and gone,
Hey.
so, Tamagotchi Life, what do you do? And then
Wii U, what's all that
actually someone that probably looks a bit like Chris Pratt would be in the advert.
I totally
yeah.
took that as you saying, like, as in Chris Pratt, what do you do?
about? That's a whole different topic. Tomodachi Life.
Be over far quicker.
You import people into your digital island.
Well, real people. So you suck Dave Scammell, the man, into your
Fucking
game.
Yeah. Tron
so
style.
Yeah.
you can take photos with the.
Do you not
3DS.
remember this video
Yeah,
that
where's
you went
this
around
video?
doing?
Where's this video I've been
It
waiting for?
lost those.
It lost. That's not grammar for
character.
one. It lost the. Oh no, it does work. Okay, fair enough.
though I took photos of everyone in the office to import into my.
You're gonna do it again
to my
though, right?
world. I'm gonna do something. Maybe not that. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
Quick tangent. Your shirt is very blue.
thank you very much.
Keep going.
You import characters into your island, and then it just goes all Animal Crossing. I haven't really played much of it. I've just seen the kind of examples they show on this Nintendo Direct announcement that they did, and it's like Reggie with like a 6-pack chasing after Princess Peach, and then having a feud with another character on the island over her hand in marriage or something. I don't know. It gets very bizarre.
Does Reggie have any other muscles?
Well, it's like it's a me. They're all the characters.
Is he
are
built?
me.
Does he just have abs?
I think it's just like abs and the
he's
flat
definitely
as well.
scuffed.
Disgusting.
Like
Disgusting.
I love this.
Is
Are we,
that-
are
yes,
we,
Jim.
Are we comparing the build of video game execs to your current build? Is that what's happening?
Not to my build.
No?
Just that why?
Self-indulgent
No,
times.
no. Why does he just have to have abs? Why can't you put a bit of delt on him? Bit of tricep.
He may well.
Bit of lat.
I don't really know what those are, so he might have had them. But it was just funny. It was a muscled Reggie chasing after ladies,
Okay, that sounds legal.
which is fictional ladies.
Okay, what do you like about it?
It's just bizarre. It's utterly bizarre. Like you'll click on characters and they'll be having a bath and singing to themselves and selling scones in the street, and it's just utterly weird. And that's kind of up my street. I think.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah,
I'd say Mario Golf is the sober equivalent of that with golf.
with golf. And
Well, there's a lot of walking around and talking to people and learning about it, and then you just play some golf. So
No, I don't
it
see
is.
any
I do
connections.
like it though. I do like it. Like, what would I give it? No, I'm not going to do that.
No.
I really hope like PRs do listen to this podcast and they hear this. They go, oh my gosh, got ya,
Do
PR.
though, don't they? You get emails every time you put one up.
There was one a few weeks ago. And I went, now I'll listen to this, and I got an email from PR saying I listen. I'm like,
Full
you know
stuff.
what? I don't give a shit. I ain't still talking, man. Ain't no one shut Miller up when he's malnourished.
He's very malnourished. I'm very angry.
But no, it's good. It is good. Our review goes up tomorrow at 3 or 4, I think. I can't remember. But it's if you like the old game, you'll like this one.
I feel like we've said that about so many Nintendo games, though. So many Nintendo.
I shouldn't have said that. Actually, it's a stupid thing to say, but it's just nice. It's just a nice golf game. It's like it does everybody's golf thing with Mario characters, really, and a nice little story and leveling up thing. I like it. I like it. It is what it is. It's a very nice commuter game. Probably a bit more sane than Tamagotchi or whatever the hell it's called. Live.
I just feel we've got to golf games where we got to tennis games a long time ago. They just feel the same.
They've lost
what
their
can
way.
they do with them?
Yeah.
I mean, they are what they are.
Virtua Tennis is still amazing. We didn't use Virtua Tennis.
It
I think
is.
they're incredible. They're just so much fun. Like I don't understand what you mean, but the pick up. We should do. Can we do a Virtua Tennis tournament?
Oh, what was that? Was it Anna Kournikova Smash Court Tennis? Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a game.
Yeah.
Do you remember Anna Kournikova?
I do indeed.
Of course you do, Braz. There's
What?
a young
Braz leant on the desk and gazed off into the distance when Anna Kournikova's name was mentioned. So I think we've just learnt who's one of Braz's crushes is.
This is weird.
She's
Stop
married.
it.
Oh no, she's not married to Enrique anymore. Is she? They broke up because he did the naughty, didn't he? I believe. Welcome to the Heat
Enrique.
Magazine podcast. I don't. That's libel, isn't it? I don't know if that's true or slander, whichever it is. I don't know if that's true.
He's very malnourished. If any
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
legal
Yeah.
presence is
I don't know if that's true. I may
I mean,
have made that
legally, I
up.
don't know where this podcast stands as it is. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
probably.
Oh.
I played Hitman Go too. I'm
yeah.
just
Yeah.
taking over
To be honest,
what we've been
that's
playing.
all right. Fine.
Last week, I was like, oh, but I hate it when these big franchises go to mobile games, and I was thinking of like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Do you know
and
what?
whatever. It looks.
Do you
really
know what?
interesting.
I admit this. I gave it 7.
Uh-oh.
I think I may give it an extra point. Now.
Really?
I mean, I did play it for like 2 hours straight, which I think for a mobile game is you don't really need. I never played like 50 more than that. I played like I was like 65% of my way
I'm
through the levels.
surprised.
Man, I wouldn't give it. No, that's bollocks. I wouldn't give it a score because that's just me going on the scoring system the way that idiots see it, not the actual scoring system. 7 out of 10 game. It's just really fun, and I keep going back to it, and I keep playing it.
So it's Hitman presented as like
It's a board
game
game.
kind of setup.
It's a
yeah?
board game, so you swipe. You have sort of dots on the floor, so you know where you can swipe him or not. And you have enemies that will go around, and some enemies will move when you move. So you obviously have to pick
So
your
it's
plan.
turn-based.
Some won't, and kind of yes, but like you can
They
always
react
take a
to
turn.
you.
They react to you, yeah. So
So
some enemies, if I
everyone's-
flick left, one will come towards me, and obviously if you come head to head with an enemy, they'll get you. But if you come from the side or behind, you get them. And it keeps developing as it progresses. I mean, I think I've done pretty much all the levels now. You can buy levels, but I never had to. Like, it was never a struggle to go back and make sure I completed all the objectives and stuff. So I don't mind that. It's like I could have done it if I wanted to, but I never felt the need to, which is fine. Like I think that's a fair way to balance it. I think I prefer it to Hitman Absolution, to be honest.
I think
it's a better game.
Scored it higher.
We did, yeah.
I think it's a really interesting. way
It's
of
£2.
going
It's
to
£2.
mobile.
Like, and a lot of people have been moaning about the in-app stuff, but you don't need to do it. Like, if you're using it as a commuter game, you should. I have to try and get level 32 done now. Just keep doing it. Keep trying it. Like, you don't have to buy your way to new levels. Like, a lot of the objectives are like, There was one. It was really hard. The only I needed one more objective to unlock the next pack or whatever. And the objective was do it in 5 turns or less. And I was like, how the flip do you do that? But that was the most fun I had with that game. I must have played 100 times trying to figure out how do I do it. And when I figured it out, I was like, oh man, the satisfaction is brilliant. If I just bought that, then what was the point?
Are the levels set up like a standard Hitman level? You'll have like a target and
No, it's
different ways
get to the
it.
finish. Get to the finish.
Right.
Some objectives are like, get the briefcase. So you have to go off the path you would expect, or kill all enemies, or kill no enemies, or stuff like that. But I mean, to get to the next level, it's just get to the finish. That's all you've got to do. But there'll be sort of mini objectives along the way, which you will have to go back and do to unlock later stuff. But it's just really simple and really fun. Like, I'm very
Seems to be
impressed
doing all
with
right.
it.
I noticed it was the top of the paid app chart yesterday.
Well, I would really,
so-
honestly, like, it's in terms of I don't keep going back to it. But in terms of commuting, it's the best commuting game I've played in ages.
And
It's one of those mobile games you just go, yes, perfect for
and
what it
just
wants
that
to
they're-
achieve.
They're not trying to like shoehorn the Hitman games onto mobile devices and try and make some kind of weird touch
No, it
control.
works really
we
well.
mentioned. Did we mention this on the podcast? Or was it
I think we might have last
off
week.
air? I said I wanted Sniper Challenge
Yes,
made
you
as an
did,
iOS game. Yeah, I mean, I'd quite like that, really. Series of scenarios.
Yeah, well,
like
that's enough.
not a proper Hitman
Yeah,
game, but, you know.
I don't think a proper Hitman game works on
No, it
on
wouldn't.
a mobile
I
device.
just want to do these virtual
And they-
stick bollocks.
No, that's what I
but-
mean. I don't think that's. I
It's not the way to
often
go.
think it feels really shit when they
Yeah,
try
yeah.
when they really force it onto a control scheme that doesn't work.
No, this works.
Yeah, it's
This is
interesting.
really good. It's worth £2. It's better than Hitman Absolution. I honestly think it's really good. I'm very impressed with it.
Awesome.
But let's not get carried away.
Wonder if we'll see the new Hitman at E3.
Let's
Maybe.
say yes.
Let's say yes.
That's your
Why
prediction.
not, eh?
Let's say yes,
Let's
we will.
say yes.
They did say we'd be hearing more this year.
Yeah,
What
let's
else will
say
we
yes.
see at E3, Simon?
I don't know. What turns a machine?
I want a new XCOM. I want a new XCOM. Will be a new
You're
XCOM.
not getting that.
Oh, fuck.
What? How do you change when you're in a car? What do you do?
Change
With
gear.
Yeah. And
Transform.
what
Transformers.
what happens
Transformers.
You put-
in the world when bad things and people fight?
Pardon? Crime.
When people
Tekken.
fight.
Gear crime.
True crime. Streets
War.
of LA.
Gears of War.
I don't know. You said it. I didn't say it.
No, really?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I know?
Seems too early for that.
What do I
don't
know?
know.
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
All right.
You know, it's a good song by Machine Head.
Nope.
Halo.
Okay.
It's a good song.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I feel like you're trying to hint towards something here.
Do you know what animals
There's a
shouldn't be?
shit song by Texas, though, so you got to be careful.
Do you know what animals shouldn't be kept in
Shit.
cages?
Cages. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what name? What's his name?
Dave.
Yeah,
David.
interesting.
David
Yeah.
Cages.
That's.
I don't know
odd.
anything.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know anything.
David Cage's Gears of War. That's happening.
Confirmed on the Video Gamer
Yeah.
podcast. Thank you for that, Jim, because now I can pretend it was all a joke and I won't get in any trouble. I haven't played anything else. That's it. Goodbye.
I went to watch someone else play Lords of the Fallen yesterday, which is
Dark Souls Next Gen.
That's kind of. I don't think it's what they've been selling it as, but it's what a
It
lot
is
of
what they've been
journalists have
selling to us as.
Yeah.
Selling it as.
That's how they pitched it to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the PR firm or the
Yeah.
developers? Because I honestly don't think the developers.
I love how we don't give a shit about the fourth wall anymore. Makes me really happy. It's awesome.
Because I asked like the producer who was playing it yesterday, like, is this there's been a lot of comparisons to Dark Souls and this being a next gen version. Is that what you wanted? And he was like, oh god, that terrified me at first. Like and then proceeded to make more links to games like
It's
Tekken
marketing.
rather than Dark Souls.
To Tekken?
Yes, because there are similarities to Dark Souls. It's an action RPG. The
It
combat.
looks more like Darksiders than Dark Souls,
I think
thought.
that's probably closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The combat is
Maybe they made a mistake.
yeah,
Lost
throw
in
it.
translation.
The combat is more difficult than most action RPGs. When you die, you drop your XP and you have to go back and get it.
Fucking hate it already.
It's got,
Unnecessary, that was unnecessary.
Yep.
Keep going.
It's got like a similar setting. You have to. It's called Lords of the Fallen, right? The lords are demonic lords that serve.
Sounds like a metal
big,
band.
Greater evil god. So there's plenty of like familiar things going on there, but it plays significantly differently. I think the best description I've heard actually is it's a bit more arcadey than something like the Souls series. So it's the game plays faster. You've got this combo system in which they compared to fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter. I was like, what? Okay.
No, that's good. It's a good comparison.
And like so in this game, if you master the combo system, you'll be able to do way more damage than you usually would. Of course you would, which wouldn't make sense in a Souls game where it's quite slow usually, and it's more about making sure you get the enemy kind of attacks nailed down. You've got to memorize them, find the windows, that kind of stuff. And this one has just got like a much faster pace. It's a little bit more forgiving. When he died, the guy, by the way, died, I think 4 or 5 times during the demo. I'm not sure if that was just part of his cell, like he was just going like trying to.
You tell us.
Look
Brad.
how hard it is.
Oh yeah, maybe that was it. But I got more sense he was a little bit embarrassed that he failed at his own game. But when he died during the boss fight, when one of the things you don't like about the Souls series, it's up for debate.
All of it.
You have to fight your way back to the
I'm
boss
going to
fight.
get Twitter replies now.
You don't understand, Simon. You're a terrible human being. Why couldn't it have been you that left Video Gamer?
You're not gonna so you have to fight your way back to the boss fight, and that's
That was a
often
real
just as
comment, by the way,
difficult
when
as
it's
the.
twisted.
I know
No,
you
yeah.
had mentioned it to
Yep.
me before
Yep.
several times.
Hashtag flatmates.
So in Dark Souls you have to fight your way back to the boss fight. It's difficult. The minions are really hard to do. Whereas in this, the save point was like right around the corner from the fight itself, and he found like a weapon in a chest just before the boss fight began, which he ended up using to defeat the boss, which felt a little bit Darksidery.
This is going to sound like me writing it off, maybe unfairly,
change.
because I haven't
What
seen
a
it.
pile of shit.
Yeah.
I have a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct in assuming it's been made by City Interactive,
Yes.
who don't
CI.
particularly have a strong...
No, they're not called. I think they're called CI Games now. I think they may have rebranded.
Yeah,
What have they made
Dave.
before?
why would a company rebrand?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not.
So their track record is Sniper Ghost Warrior and Sniper Ghost Warrior 2
Yes.
and Enemy Front.
Which I also saw, but I don't want to talk about because it was really bad.
Why don't we talk about that, Chris?
It was my punishment for going to see Lords of the Fallen.
Right. So do you see what I'm getting at? It's
yes,
like...
and
it's-
I completely. That's the exact
But maybe
expectation I
this
went
is-
into it.
Maybe this is the
rose
turning
that's
point.
growing out of the
Yeah.
thorns.
Dude, it looks really fun. Like I'm not. I didn't get to play it, but from what I saw, it's just a kind of. There's some Dark Souls inspiration there, but it's faster and it looks.
All
gorgeous.
right, how
The
much money
combat's
did they
really
pay
fun.
you? Jeez.
Assassin. so
Sorry
it's
for
like-
being positive about video games in this podcast. You bunch of jerks.
How many
No.
backhanders have you been taking?
Yeah.
They've been giving you sweets and Capri Sun and shit.
Yeah.
Cowpole.
No,
Hang on a minute. I pull that hoodie down. There's a Series Interactive top you're wearing. Fucking hell, mate.
I don't know what you said. It's a fun-looking video game.
No, I'd like it to be good.
I like it.
Isn't the lead guy on it from... Is he from Darksiders?
I'm not sure. I didn't.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
He did...
Like everything about that game, from what I've seen, just screams
gonna wind me up
Darksiders.
now. I need to
Even
look it
the even the art style of
The-
it.
the-
Lords
I
of
think,
Fallen,
the art
looks
style's
very Darksiders.
definitely similar.
to the point where it looks like it could be like a third Darksiders game.
Although I said
People with
like
screenshots.
he found that weapon before the boss fight, and that in Darksiders it kind of had that Zelda style of you find an item in the dungeon and you'd either use that dungeon to that item to defeat the boss or whatever. I didn't get the impression.
It was The Witcher 2.
Ah,
Oh, that's
yes,
right.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Ah, Kraken.
I
Right.
Producer from The Witcher 2.
I didn't.
That means
I
nothing
didn't
there,
really
does
get
it,
that that side of the gameplay would be the same. But there aren't like items that you use to do special things within the dungeon to unlock certain areas. As far as I could tell, it was just there's a bunch of different weapon types that you'll collect.
All right.
And yeah, it's similar to the Souls games. It's all about like learning how those animations work, like how quickly you can attack, and trying to like put that into context with how quickly the enemy is moving. It looks good.
I really, it kind of puts me off I'm trying to be careful about Dark Souls here because I don't want to inflame the wrath.
It's fine to not like
But-
Dark
Say
Souls.
what
Right.
you think. Say what you
Dark
think.
Souls is the biggest pile of shit ever. There we go. Now it's on me. You can say what you want. It's all
It's
good.
not true.
I can't, I really find it difficult getting into combat that's all about learning animations because
Yeah.
it's like learning fucking times tables to me. If they
I
mask
said it was
that-
like maths.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I quite like
like-
maths.
and I know generally most combat systems are like that to an extent,
I
but
won't
usually
lie.
they're masked to the point
Video
where
games are just numbers when you get to it.
yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
But when it feels like all you're doing is
It's
pissing
just
about
like-
with numbers and yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's the thing that I don't like about Dark Souls.
But I mean, that's been a boss fights for a long time. It's like bosses
I
run
get
into walls
that,
and
but,
stun
like,
themselves, or they,
but
they'll
it's so
fling fireballs at
naked
you.
in something like Dark Souls. It's so on display. There's no attempt to for example, I'm gonna mention Fable 2 here and probably get really bad pelters for it. But Fable 2, the combat system in Fable 2, it was easy as fuck, and I wouldn't say it was like the greatest combat system. But what it did really well is it took some really simple input, really simple systems
Melee,
that were
range,
really
and
easy
magic.
to pick up, but the way combat actually played out is that it felt like you were doing things. It didn't feel like you were just triggering animations and reacting to animations.
I think the fact maybe I've undersold it. The whole like the combat doesn't feel like Dark Souls in that respect. The whole fact that it's got a
that's
combo
good then.
system in
That's
it
good.
Is it hack and slash?
changes it. Not really, no.
I don't care. Then.
But it's good. I think people expecting a next gen Souls game will probably be a bit disappointed with it. But people that have struggled to get into Dark Souls or Demon Souls and want something of a similar nature to try and ease themselves into, that this might be it.
When's it out?
Fall. Oh God, no, autumn. Ugh.
No, say fall. Embrace the states.
No.
Why not?
'Cause-
Northerner.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's a
I tried to
British
see
thing.
your face as I said it. It was worth it. And it was worth all the Twitter grief I'll get too.
Yeah. Well, that's Lords of the Fallen.
What's mental about that?
there
It's
is-
like, I'm from the fucking Midlands.
I don't sound like that at all.
You do. You really do sound like that.
But yeah, we've got a bigger, more in-depth video preview on the way when, we received some video footage that we could use, perhaps.
Yeah,
and I've
yeah.
just pulled something out of my headset, which I didn't realize was a thing. Where did this even
Euphemisms.
come from?
See?
Where did this
Euphemisms.
even
Other headphone. Well, this is embarrassing. Here's a running commentary of what's going on. Chris Pratt pulls something out of his head, and
I'm
then
back in the game.
to push it back in, he just whacks it into the plastic, thinking, "Yeah, this is how life works." It's not how life works, Chris.
Well, I mean-
You've got to fire the hole and insert.
Yeah, it's not
My headphones are
Octodad.
plugged in right now.
Your
and
headphones are plugged in.
There we are.
Man, what a sexy podcast this has
This
been.
is wonderful.
Can we all have late night love voices for the rest of this podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
With me. I can't even do it today.
No, that was
You,
good.
you are the
Yeah,
late
you
night
are the
love
late night
guy.
love, yeah.
No, you're the late night love guy,
Nah,
man.
you're better than me, I think.
Oh, God, why don't you just marry each other? Jesus.
Why don't you
I can't do it
suck
without-
my balls?
That was weird. That was weird.
See, David's the best. It's the intonation. It's perfect.
Let's get this night on a roll.
Has anyone else been playing anything?
Only knack. Lol.
I did.
Is it bad?
It's better than Killzone.
Is it really?
Well, I'm enjoying it more.
It's got
than
more
Killzone.
character than Pilsen, I guess.
It's just Pillzone.
Colour.
Pillzone.
Pillzone. Love the
That's
Pilsen.
the world you're in right
Yeah.
now. No, I don't want to talk about it. It's donkey's old now, isn't it? But it's, I don't know, it's just...
As a PS4 launch game, is it just fucking terrible? All things considered.
I was expecting it to be worse than it is,
Okay.
based on what I'd experienced.
Isn't it really
before.
hard?
It is really hard, yeah. As a kid's game. What are they doing? But there's just something about it. Every night I tend to go back for about half an hour, 45 minutes, just do a couple of levels and move on. It's just, I don't know.
It'd probably be better on PS Vita.
Yeah, it probably would actually,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
I don't.
yeah,
I
it's-
still don't really get why you play games that you will openly say you don't enjoy.
That's
I
not.
don't get it.
It's the complete opposite. You should respect him for that. He's a connoisseur.
No, I wasn't making an opinion on it. I just said I don't get it. I don't understand it.
He's a connoisseur. No one's opinion is stronger than Dave's. He played everything.
I wouldn't play a game I totally hated for the sake of playing it, other than Mega Man Ultimate Showdown for the achievements. But
You're a scumbag.
no, there's something about it. I don't know. I just feel like I should finish a PS4 game. The only PS4 game I've finished, I think, is Killzone and Battlefield for back in the day. But yeah, I don't know. We need more bloody
Just write it
PS4
up.
games. There's nothing out.
I don't know. I tend
Summer
to play.
E3.
Oh yeah.
Tend to just play games that I like. Usually, I think that's
But you're not a
a better
connoisseur.
way to do it.
We're a
I feel
heathen.
like I want to know what they're like.
Oh, yeah,
Even
no,
if I don't
yeah.
necessarily go into them thinking I'm going to really like this.
I mean, that's-
I'd like to have a context as to what that
It's
game
nice
was
to take
like.
a punt on genres that you don't necessarily.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, and that's
play
part
as
of what
well.
we do on video
It's
stuff. But
quite
if
nice.
but if I get to the point where I go, this game isn't fun.
Tell you what,
there's
I
a whole
tried.
world of stuff out
what
there.
I tried to get into again. Assassin's Creed Black Flag again. I hate it. I don't understand the
Oh,
love for that
what?
series. I really don't.
Oh man,
Oh, I hate Assassin's Creed.
I've-
I don't
Simon and I
get
didn't
it
have a
at all.
good time with it.
I think I'm like. I feel like I'm the only
Do I hate
guy
it? I
on
don't know.
planet Earth that loves Assassin's
So I
Creed.
played about
There's about
3 hours.
16 million others, I think, who are quite fond of it too.
I
But
played
never
about
meet
3
any of
hours
them.
now. Played for 3 hours, and
any.
after about 20 minutes, it's just like.
oh, I think the
What am I
first
doing?
45 minutes out of that game is gubbins.
Yeah.
It's absolute gubbins.
But it's so
It is
dull.
actually.
It feels so
Basically, Assassin's Creed 4 is shit until you get onto the ship and start.
What does it lose if it drops that as well? Because I don't care. for those
Ubisoft can't be all
characters.
pretentious and fucking weird.
It just there should be an option.
Takes
to,
you around
to skip.
Ubisoft HQ.
I know. That's what I mean.
With French people going, Sacre bleu, you have lost your eminence, or whatever the fuck they
I
say.
don't know what's happening right now.
Malnourished.
I don't know
He's
what
very
happened.
malnourished. Yeah, no, I found that really difficult to get into just because of the opening as much as anything else. As
But
soon
Jim
as
likes it.
You get on a ship, actually. That's
Oh,
when it
man.
happens. Your first time you're on a ship, it's like, this is ace, I'm a pirate. And then you finally pull out
And then
of
you
the
have to
the
fight
cove.
about Havana for fucking 4 hours.
It's not even that. The first time you get on the ship,
See, I'm not out of Havana yet. I'm still there.
Oh Jesus
that's
Christ!
when you have the
Is
flashback.
it rubbish? Is it worse than the rest of the game?
it's just
Should I bother?
like the towns and things in Assassin's Creed 4
They all look the
are,
same.
Are kind of like exactly. They look like every other town that's ever been in any other
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed game, and they're even like crap versions of the cities in Assassin's Creed 2. So it's not the most fun part of the game. Like obviously the fun part of the game is being a pirate, but. Once you get past, there's that initial stage, the tutorial bit, and then you have to fight about Havana for a bit and do some plot. And then once
And
you've done
do
that,
some plot.
yeah, and once you've done that, you get onto the ship, and then the game becomes brilliant. And
Okay,
doesn't
fair enough.
feel that
None,
much
of,
like an
none of
Assassin's
us
Creed
three
game.
have got there yet, so that's
Yeah.
perhaps
I'm pretending
a
to
big
be a
part of it.
Templar. That's the bit I'm at. Oh shit.
Medieval.
It was during the Crusades.
Crusades, that's right. So during the Crusades, it should have been your assassin of the Crusades. Here's 10 missions, go kill him. And then the second one should have been, you Jack the Ripper. And the third one should have been, you're this dude. Do you know what I mean? Keep it simple and keep it awesome. That's what people like doing. But no, it's some weird science game.
I agree.
And let's not forget, they hid all the science stuff until the day before and went, there's no science stuff in it.
It would be a lot more interesting if you played as like an actual big figure in history, rather than just throwing in all the others as NPCs.
Because now they just feel the same. Oh, now you're in, fucking medieval to the Renaissance. No, I don't feel like I'm in the Renaissance. I feel like I'm fucking just playing Assassin's Creed. I really hate. Of all the big AAA franchises, I hate no more than Assassin's Creed.
What about Dark Souls?
No, I hate Assassin's Creed more.
I still think the multiplayer is my favourite aspect of those games. I think that's the most interesting bit.
Multiplayer's all right, yeah.
For a concept, it's much more inventive. Than
it's just a ship, wasn't it?
Isn't it Spy versus Spy?
Kind of, yeah.
It's interesting, but it's not.
I bet you it's
that.
not as good as Spy versus Spy than it is.
You know, Vanny, I thought it was really fun.
It's all right. It's more interesting than COD. But
I like, actually, on the subject of COD, I played Titanfall for the first time this weekend on the 360 before anyone questions it. I don't get it.
What do you mean?
At the moment, I don't get it. It just felt really confusing.
Why?
I don't know. Because I wasn't confused by anything.
You shoot a man,
but
you get in your robot, you shoot another man.
There was just like...
That's about it.
But there was there was just a lot of things that, I don't know. It didn't feel as smooth as I was hoping for.
What was it? What the transition to getting in your Titan, or
just everything in general? I don't know. I can't explain it. There's something about it. I wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be.
Have you gotten into the wall running yet? Have you given that?
Yeah, I think that bit is really smooth actually.
Also, it has the worst tutorial in any game I've ever played.
The tutorial is pretty.
It is
cool.
the most patronising bollocks I've ever heard. And when you get things wrong, it yells at you. You're doing it wrong. Fuck you. I do whatever I want. But yeah, I'm not. I will keep going. I'm not 100% sure if I like Titanfall.
Really?
Wow. I think it is. I'd say it is quite like one of its best aspects is how smooth it feels to play. Like the transitioning from wall running straight into a Titan, and then like you hold down something, you're out, and you carry on. It feels like
it's early days. I'm just saying at the moment. I'm not so sure.
It's the best Call of Duty game ever made.
Yeah, I'd agree.
No, Modern Warfare's better. Modern Warfare was perfect.
Modern Warfare was better at the time. It was more impressive at the time, but I don't know. Going back to it now, this may be the better game. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I haven't played Modern Warfare for years.
Yeah,
the maps in that game were amazing. Yeah. Just bring it back.
I have much fonder memories and played a hell of a lot more of Modern Warfare, but
that's probably true.
Before we played a lot of Call of Duty games.
Multiplayer scene has changed since then.
Yeah.
So,
do we have some amazing questions, or do people want to talk about games more? I just realised I didn't say that.
Anyone played anything else? Jim, you played anything?
I've played fuck all.
Good.
I love that because Jim looked at a bit of paper. Yeah. I like to think he wrote down fuck.
What the fuck is on that sheet of paper?
A list of things I haven't played.
Wow.
No, seriously, it is.
Is it really? I'll read them out. I like this. It's Jim's Minute. Jim's Minute.
That jingle's almost as good as Tom Mario.
It's just stuff I'm planning to have a look at. I really wanted to talk about the Tesla Effect, the new Tex Murphy game, because for a start, there's a new Tex Murphy game. Who wanted that? Who's this for?
It wasn't Kickstarter or anything,
It was
right?
Kickstarter.
It was Kickstarter.
Yeah, people gave them money to make it.
Fucking hell.
And what's interesting about Tesla Effect is that it's obviously being made like 15, 20 years after the FMV craze. And it still looks like a 90s FMV game.
There are a few games going back to FMV at the moment.
Why?
Why?
What's the one with the rotating limousine? Is it Roundabout? And then
the rotating?
I think that's called. And then like Zoe Quinn's working on one now as well.
I tell you what, as we're talking about FMV, there's a lot of YouTube video gamer stuff out there. If somebody wants to somehow cut it all and make video game or FMV, I will send the best one. 2 games. 2 video games.
Wow.
Yes.
But can you guarantee the quality of these?
No, this is what I had to say. Granted that the last time I did this, I sent out Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Wii U version.
Yeah, awesome.
I just
That's
need
the best
to.
version of Deus Ex.
I'm just letting you know. Well, basically, whatever's on.
Epic Mickey 2 on Vita's floating around somewhere.
Whatever's on the left of me on my desk is what you'll get. But that was Titanfall Xbox One the other day.
It was.
So imagine I fucking.
Battlefield's been there for a while as well.
So you never know what you're going to get.
His desk is a right mess, isn't it? Really.
Like your face. Anyway, Jim, keep going.
That's mature.
I love. There's a trailer going around for Tesla Effect, and it promises that the game has been shot in 2K resolution and shit like that. And you're like, yeah, it's basically a Tex Murphy game, but with nicer cameras. It still looks like a Tex Murphy game. It's still it's still got all that dodgy makeup on the characters, the terrible CGI, and everything else. Can't wait to play.
I've got time for that. Yeah,
Are you doing a
definitely.
video on it still?
I will do.
I'm
yeah.
excited.
He'll just be.
It's
It'll
been
just be
delayed.
us, you're sitting there and watching and going, yeah.
I keep getting.
I think it's actually been delayed until like just before Watch Dogs comes out. So I
Smart,
don't know.
smart.
I don't know who the fuck they're expecting to sell to. But
I keep getting emails about this weird
Watch Dogs.
FMV sex game. I can't remember what it's
Is it
called.
called
Keep
FMV colon
you
sex
keep getting
game?
emails.
I do. Shall I try and find them?
Who sends you these
Hang on.
emails?
Is it? I keep replying to emails.
maybe it stands for like Full Metal Vagina or something.
I have
Sex combat.
I have signed you up to a few things ever since you mentioned getting spam from Paul O'Grady. So that
Paul
Yes.
O'Grady?
I kept getting ticket. Was that you?
What?
No, that wasn't you.
No, what you?
I kept getting
sorry.
confirmation emails about my tickets for the Paul O'Grady
Lily
show.
Savage.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I can't find
Internet
this email.
emails
You
can
need to
get very
find
confusing.
Better ways to spend your time, Chris.
I don't think so. I think it's pretty good.
If I find this email, I'll let you know, but don't worry.
Okay, let's ask some questions.
All right. Okay. Question time. The time in which we ask questions.
Oh, here it is.
There we are. See, I was buying time for Dave there.
So, am I going to give this airtime?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, this podcast
Give
has been
Full
a
Metal
fucking
Vagina airtime.
mess.
So it's called Save the World or Not, right? Now, I believe you have to be an adult
That's
before
an
entering
odd
this
choice, isn't
website. About the game, Save the World or Not. Save the World or Not is a single-player PC online game that combines a cool and relaxed game setting with
Cool and
mature
relaxed
themes,
game
a
setting.
lavish lifestyle, and a lot of hot girls and sex.
Fucking A.
Oh, yeah.
The game features an epic adventure story with explicit sexual content and quite a bit of star power. And you'll know these, brothers. With actresses like Aletta Ocean and Angel Dark.
Angel
Both
Dark.
have fine careers.
The
in
game
acting.
today.
I don't know.
The game provides outstanding visual quality and new intelligent dynamic video technology.
What, is the game called Save the World or Not because you just don't want the world to
I
exist
don't
after
know.
this?
Live action HD video
Shitty
is
video
seamlessly
game.
integrated with gameplay and intelligently and continuously changes depending on the player and his actions. So there you go, branching storyline,
Save the World or Not? Why is that a choice?
actual porn.
Why would you not save the
interactive
world?
video game.
Because you're so worried about what Full Metal Vagina could do, you decide that the world has to
You
end
have to
for the
sacrifice
good of
planet.
mankind. Come on, Christopher.
Questions.
Light up our world with questions that only our lovely fans could ask us. It's the VideoGamer.com question hour with Chris Brett.
Hello. David
Pathetic.
asks, you're pathetic.
Let's go.
Is Octodad worth the 12 quid it costs on PSN, or will the joke be over in an hour?
That one.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I hate Octodad. I like the name. I hate the game.
Really? What's the hate about the game?
I don't like what they called.
Octopuses?
No. What's
Octopi?
the genre called?
What? I don't really know that it's got a
No,
genre.
it does.
has it?
What's those games have all got a certain name when you have to control individual limbs and stuff like
That's
that.
a genre.
There's a name for it, isn't there?
Pesh.
Octodad.
Yes, yeah. But there is a name for those games where Q controls your left arm
Q-op.
and W. Q-op, yeah. I don't like any of the Q-op games. I think they're all. They
Oh,
make
it's
me
not
mad.
this- It's got a. It's I don't know.
Worse than Dark Souls.
Dave, you played it with me last time.
What's this? Sorry, I wasn't listening to
Octodad
you.
when we played it on the PC.
I did, yes.
Do you enjoy it?
It was all right.
But you wouldn't want to play more than an hour.
That's an
Half
interesting
an hour,
question
I'd
because
say.
I don't know if I would or not.
you
to
know
be
what,
honest.
Dave? You and I did not go back to play that game after that video.
No, see?
So
Who in this room has played Octodad?
I've just
Properly.
raised my. Oh well.
Oh, look at the hands went down. There we go. 4 people don't think it's. You cannot recommend this man to spend £12 on this game.
I
But that's
think-
because I don't tend to spend that money on PC games anyway at the moment.
That's true, yeah.
If I may give it a go on PS4 if I happen to pick it up.
I mean,
But-
the guy that reviewed it for us, Dan Douglas, liked it a lot, didn't he? And he did play it properly.
Was it-
I guess.
Did
And also, there's a co-op mode where 4 people could control the limbs.
I know that's what we played, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's pretty good. It's a
I would,
great idea.
I would say maybe think about it a bit more.
Go watch that video
Go watch
and
the
then
video,
decide.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That, well answered, Simon. Jonathan Page asks, wife bought me a brand new Slim Vita. Just wife, not the wife or my wife. Wife bought me
Which one?
a brand new Slim
Whose
Vita.
wife?
I just said I don't know.
wife.
I don't
My
know.
wife.
My question is, what's the best way of removing protein powder dropped on a Slim Vita?
Ooh,
What?
that's one for you, definitely, Miller.
What's the best way of removing protein
Brush it
powder
off?
dropped on? Is it not sticky?
What
I
if it's
guess?
powder? I assume he hasn't. No, because it would be powder anymore.
Well,
That'd be a shake.
it originally said, "What's the best way of removing protein power?" dropped on a Slim Vita, and I thought that was a typo, so I put a D in there.
Okay. Well, if you've dropped powder on, just brush it off.
Yeah.
If
All
it's a mixed up shake, you're gonna have to get a cloth and some kind of water and clean it. And
With
if
the powder,
it's,
you're just brushing off with your hand. Is
yeah,
that,
yeah, and if it's protein power, lick it
because you don't want to waste any.
because you want to
protein.
get the power.
Okay, good. Glad we answered that one as well.
These questions are strange.
Hodge 20,001 asks, "What's the next new gen only game worth getting on the Xbox One in the next 6 months?" I can't think of one, and I'm bored of
There's
Battlefield 4.
nothing
Dragon
worth
Age
getting
is out
on
in
the
October,
Xbox
right?
One.
It's not
New
it's
gen
not, it's not
only.
New gen only, is it?
Oh, new gen only.
Yeah.
Batman.
Arkham,
Yeah,
Arkham
Batman.
Knight's maybe one. Lords of the Fallen, another.
Batman.
I can't think of any others.
Is Bound in Flame coming out on Xbox One? Or
Yeah,
is
but
that
it's-
just PS4?
It's just
Or-
PS4. It's last gen as well, isn't it?
that is a surprisingly difficult question to answer, though, isn't it?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Unity.
I mean, I know we just spent last half hour slagging it off, but you never know.
Watch.
God,
No.
Maybe they could do an AC2 and make it really
Look,
good.
with
Without
that, just
recommendation.
wait for E3. Just wait for E3.
when a new
Just wait for
XCOM
E3.
will be announced and we will all go dancing in the streets. LeChuck says, or asks, I guess.
Where's Guybrush?
Is there any news? RE, the next WWE game. 2K14 was pretty, I'm not going to say that word, and I'm hoping 2K Games can inject something new to the series. Now
They'll announce it in E3. Yeah, E3.
Or
E3.
just go download Gang Beasts.
Well,
instead.
they've already said they're doing it, haven't they? I think in their financials.
We just don't know if
haven't
it's
seen
Ukes. Is it?
Yeah.
Have they got Vicarious Visions involved? Is there more money behind it? Are they going to stop using the PS2 template?
Vicarious Visions.
Should you
I
just
thought
play,
that was an Activision.
Should you
I
just
thought,
play
is that
Gang
the name of the
Beasts
2K Sports Group? I got that wrong.
Maybe you're right.
I could
What
be
am I
wrong.
thinking of?
instead? I don't know.
I could be wrong.
What are you other
You could
thinking?
be
I
right. I
don't
don't
know.
know. But the 2K Sports Group, are they
Yeah.
doing it? You know, are they helping Ukes? We don't know. But yeah, soon you'll know about it. Yeah.
Still say Gang Beasts. Brett Claxton, what's your favourite free-to-play game?
They don't
Jim.
exist.
Hit me with your favourite free-to-play game. Pronto.
Play. I did play one that wasn't shit. I can't remember what it was
That
called.
is unfortunately the way you have to approach this genre sometimes. Genre type of game. I don't know.
Oh, that Doctor Who one on the iPad I quite enjoyed for a bit. Just a gem matching thing, but it was quite good.
That's incorrect.
What?
It's incorrect. It's not your favourite free-to-play game.
What is my favourite free to play game?
Dota 2. Lord of all
I've
free-to-play
not played
games.
Dota 2.
Did you just wrong somebody on the podcast?
I certainly did.
Right. Listen, Chris Bratt and Video Gamer audience. If there's one rule in the Video Gamer office, and there's many rules,
Then Dota
but if
2
there's
is the
one
best
rule,
free-to-play
is that
game.
you don't wrong people. In offices in the past,
It's
it has
wrong
been
them as in like don't do
exactly
nasty things to them.
It has been a disease that has run rife through video game offices throughout the world. If someone voices an opinion, you do not get in their face and shout wrong.
What if their
you
opinion-
just did that?
what
So
if
you will
it's-
apologise to Jim Trinker here and now.
I'm sorry you haven't played Dota 2 yet.
Oh, he's being that guy.
You need to get
Don't
into it.
wrong people. Respect their opinions. Live the dream. Power up.
All right, good. But what if you disagree with their opinion?
Then you say, I don't agree with that, Jim, but let me tell you what I think.
I don't agree with that Doctor Who game on the iPad, but let me tell you what I think. Dota 2 is the best free-to-play game out there. And there you are. Was that well constructed? Was that right?
I just think you should be thrown into fire. Into a fire.
Into any fire. Good.
Put another brat on the fire.
Is there any other free-to-play games that
No,
you
I hate
guys
them.
like playing?
I don't like any of them. I hate them all.
You hate all free-to-play games?
Yes, pretty much.
What about Hearthstone?
I thought it was just is that free to play? Okay, that then.
You like Hearthstone?
Yeah.
All right, good. That was easy, wasn't it?
I can't think of any that I would play myself.
I'll probably enjoy Elder Scrolls Online for an hour when that goes free to play.
Oh, meow.
Zing.
For an hour as well. It's
Jim
just-
is throwing out the zings.
yeah, well,
To be fair though, the reason I haven't played Dota 2 is I'm not allowed because I've known the touch of a woman.
that is fair enough.
Okay, I'd like to go on record now that my new favourite person is Jim Trinker. That's
Sweet.
brilliant. He said so poetically as well.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Braz, you know what we're saying.
Silence.
I've
the room.
touched many women. I
Fucking
like
hell.
Dota 2.
Well,
Should we draw up a list? I mean, what's going on here?
Any worries I had about
Should you be on a register?
Yeah. Any worries I had about Enrique Iglesias lawyers getting onto me, they don't care anymore because the fucking sex pest police are onto you. Next question, please. Is Chris Brad a sex pest?
I veto those questions.
Oh gosh, well that's helping your cause.
Oscar asks, are Brett and Steve all right?
Yeah.
I guess so. Are they?
Yeah, Steve's writing about Watch Dogs. You can read that at 5 p.m.
Can we talk about Watch Dogs now?
No, because it's
No.
been up before then. Well, I mean, we can talk about We haven't. None of us have played it.
We haven't seen it. Yeah, you can talk about it. You didn't
None
go
of
to
us
the
have played
event.
it.
I ain't signed shit.
Just 5 p.m. VideoGamer.com and YouTube.com/VideoGamerTV for Watch Dogs.
We've also kind of said our opinion on Watch Dogs pre-playing it already, haven't we? Like the first
we haven't
initial
played it.
announcement
Steve's
was great.
played it.
Yeah, that's
4
all we can
hours.
say.
I just feel like it has something to prove now, whereas before it was the other way around.
Totally agree. Totally
Then
agree.
we had something to prove to Watch
No,
Dogs.
that it just came out, guns blazing. I was like, yeah, and now everyone's kind of like, well, prove it's. Why should I bother?
No,
Yep.
I can
I
agree.
agree.
Soviet Russia
Completely
game
agree.
rates you.
Yeah.
I want to go on record and say I'm really looking forward to Watch Dogs.
I'm looking forward to
I
it, but
genuinely
I'm-
think that I know I'm in kind of a minority on this, but I genuinely think that like Ubisoft they fucking nail the open world for me. Like all their recent stuff. Like I love Assassin's Creed. I loved Far Cry 3 after detesting the first two, and I just genuinely think they're on top of their game with that kind of stuff. And Watch Dogs just seems like an evolution of that. So
Maybe.
I'm just really, really excited about it.
I'm looking
That's
forward
lovely.
to it.
Positivity and like
His
genuine.
hopes are going to be crushed.
I'm just preparing myself for a letdown just in case.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. I really
It's
do.
going to be
but-
better than Infamous Second Son, so that's fine.
All right, well, you two are the
Right.
targets of today's podcast. This is wonderful.
I'm backing away from this. I think that wraps it up for question time. Shall we move on to the inevitable Miller Instinct?
If you had no legs or an arm, what would you do?
There are a lot like that,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, can we not do?
I'm just gonna
I
say the
think
one
we
that's
need
at the top of my
we-
list.
We do keep
Say
putting
it
this
again.
out.
Put out your public service announcement
Can we
again.
avoid some of the? We're focusing too much on the Miller and not
the
enough
instinct.
on the instinct.
So
There's too many. Do
Yeah.
you like protein?
That's all right. I got one
or
here.
not
I got one
protein?
here. I got one here. Very quick,
Oh, well, let me think about
No,
that.
this is a different one.
quick fire, but I'd like an
Right now.
explanation as to why.
Okay.
This is from James.
Hi, James.
Hello, James.
Welcome to the podcast. How are you today?
You the man.
Well, his
Would
Twitter
you
name is
rather put a taxi up your bum or bum a taxi?
God damn it, James!
Well, bum a taxi. I've got to be in control, man.
at Keep Prog Long, but it may be Keep Pro G Long for all I know. Anyway,
Keep prog long.
yeah, that's his Twitter handle.
All right, okay.
Right. If Miller Instinct was the product name for a sex toy, what colour would it be?
Purple.
Why?
Why?
Because the first thing that popped into my head
Was what?
And-
Purple's the colour of passion.
Yeah, and also because in Day of the Tentacle, the first tentacle you see on screen is purple, and that is a bit like a dildo.
And- and-
there
So
you
hang
go.
on. So your Miller Instinct branded dildo would look like a tentacle.
That, like from Day of the Tentacle by LucasArts
we do have
in purple.
a big giant purple dildo in that room.
Oh,
there
maybe
as
it's
well.
that. Maybe that's where it came from.
It's always in the back of
Subconscious.
your mind.
Yeah. So a purple Day of the
Lurking.
Tentacle
Fair
dildo,
enough.
please. Tim Schafer, you make a lot of stuff now that no one cares about. Make that.
What? Wait. Why do you? Oh, okay.
'Cause he made the
Tentacle. Yeah,
tentacle.
sure. All right. Fair enough.
We're doing 2. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want more or not?
Yeah, give me one
Yeah,
more.
that
baby.
was a bit. We need something challenging.
That's pretty good. Don't ask for the weirdness. Get the weirdness and then complain.
No, I know.
I mean, there are some fairly basic ones. Beef or pork.
We don't know.
I'll sign up for that.
I'll answer that one. Definitely not pork.
There you go.
Okay, Miller trivia. I'm a Jewish man. There you go. People didn't know that, so I will not eat pork
Crikey.
or ham or bacon or shellfish.
Now, this one might test your commitment to the video game role right now. Oh, shit. Nothing else. A bad day in the gym or a good day gaming?
Well, that doesn't make sense. That's not. I don't understand.
Or would you rather go to the gym but it being shit, or would you rather spend the day playing games and enjoying them?
Oh,
more?
the first one.
You'd rather have a shit day in the gym than play games.
Because of the way the gym works and because of the way your body reacts when it's in the gym, there's no such thing as a shit day. You may leave.
That's what he's
you
asking, though.
You may leave feeling shit, but you still put your body into a state of state of growth.
Fair
That's
enough.
what's important. You're anabolic when you leave the gym, and that's what matters.
Dave, I feel like we've just asked for questions that aren't that, and then we've asked it. We need to.
All right. Well, look, you bloody choose one.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. Sorry.
Miller Instinct is. I'm going to shut it down if it keeps going like this. It creates nothing but negativity and arguments, and I will
Okay.
not be responsible for the breakdown of this podcast
Yeah, the sex
unless
one was
I
pretty good.
decide I want to break down this
Oh,
podcast.
it's Seb Ford's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Happy
Hi,
birthday,
Seb Ford.
Seb Ford. Let's see.
No, it's just a shout out. Let's do shout out.
Who are we shouting out to?
You were about to demean that. So excited.
Just read one. Come on, this is Dragon.
Whew. This is.
Oh my
this
gosh!
is-
Stop filling air.
This is difficult.
Just
isn't
ask
it?
the first one, and then
Crikey.
from now on, we probably should do this before we come in this room.
How do you solve a problem like Ukraine? There we are.
I wasn't going to
How
ask
do
that
you
one.
solve a problem like Ukraine?
He was
Look, there's
like
no way. Love, peace and love and money. That's how you say it. Actually, no, wait. Get one on the gym, make it feel better.
Is
There you
his
go.
crane broken? Like,
I think so, yeah.
Here we go. We'll ask this one.
That was terrible, by the way.
sorry.
It's
sorry.
more an advice.
As your old
More
dad.
he wants advice.
Your old
This
dad.
is from Lit Zippy.
This is now Miller help you time.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I think people like that.
Okay.
My flatmates have been stealing my eggs and gym bag for
Kill them.
weeks. Well, you've answered already. With no end in sight, how would Miller deal with this jabroni?
What? Nice. Who asked that?
This is Lit Zippy.
Just imagine Brat stealing your eggs and
So
how
they're
would
stealing
you
your
react?
eggs and gym bag.
yeah,
Like,
for
but
weeks.
But surely, does that mean you get your gym bag back and then they steal it again?
Are they stealing the eggs to eat the eggs themselves? Can we assume that's the case?
Would you like me to ask him?
No,
Okay,
no,
I
no.
can send a
Does
tweet
he
to him
get
right
the
now.
gym bag
He's there,
back?
ready and waiting.
Does he get the gym bag back full of his broken eggs?
No, I'll
and
follow this
shells
up.
and shit?
So what do you want me to ask? What do you want me to ask?
If they're eating his eggs,
Are they eating the eggs?
yeah, because if they're eating the eggs, what you want to do is you want to poison those eggs, because if you poison the eggs, those motherfuckers going to die.
How do you
And
poison an egg?
don't
Because
worry
you
about that.
Crack the shell.
Steal my eggs.
Right.
See what happens.
Right, I've sent the tweet. We'll give it a minute.
Because put it like this: if you kill one of them motherfuckers,
They're
they're
not-
going to
they're
stop
gonna
stealing
stop.
your eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to work. You'll
That-
probably go to jail, but you've got to decide what's more important to you. You'll get eggs in jail as well. As for the gym bag thing, I don't know why they're even doing that. That's really weird. I would say that he should probably defriend these people and quick, because they're strange.
Well, they're his flatmates, right? So maybe they're locked into a contract. No one can break that, you know.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
maybe
it's
they're
big,
locked into a friendship
big penalty
contract.
fees. You know, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
true.
I met
That's
Brad's friends the other night, actually.
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Talking of this.
Go on, give us the names.
I
give
went
us
to the
names.
bathroom and they've jumped on them asking for scoops. Classic
Actually,
news
I
guy.
think you'll find it was the other way around.
Anyway, we're going to
Really?
move on
And
because I knew I shouldn't have crossed social groups, and I've regretted it ever since.
They were
So
lovely, your friends.
that-
What are you talking about?
that was the end of Miller Instinct.
That was a very
and
long Miller Instinct.
It was. Yeah, we need more challenging questions. I'm gonna say that one more time. We appreciate the input. Miller Instinct is very much your part of the show. But
Yeah, stuff like you push a button and it kills one person but saves another. Stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. There
You
we
want
are.
that stuff?
Yeah.
I got loads of that.
I think we need to move on from Miller Instinct. It's too long.
Yes. Before we go, we've got the podcast competition still running until what's the date today?
22nd,
Second, I think.
6th, 5th, 4th, 33rd today.
So
23rd, yeah.
does that mean there's 2 weeks left on it? There's probably about 2 weeks left on it. Who knows, really?
Do you know what I love about Video Gamer? Professionalism.
Yes. The podcast competition was inspired by Borderlands, the pre-sequel, which we thought was an unusual name, but we want more unusual Borderlands-related names for future video games with some kind of lovely box art or a trailer or something that we can put in a video and make Dave talk about it in a funny voice. So go on the forums to find that, and if we choose yours as the best entry, then you'll win a video game up to the value of £50.
From shop2.net.
From shop2.net.
Do you know how sponsors
Yes.
work, do you?
Nope, not at
No,
all.
you don't.
Fuck. Yeah, that's it, really. That was,
Well, that was a bit of a limper out of the podcast.
Well, it's because you shut me down at the end. It's
I did not
it's
shut you
it's put me
down.
on the defensive.
I've not shut you
I'm just
down.
like-
You made a mistake.
I'm now searching, like trying to grasp onto things that I know about sponsorships and how sponsors function.
You got to interact with the
businesses.
brain, thinking about how you're going to spend that cash.
Oh yeah.
We started so strong, big penis, and we're limping out now. This
Yeah,
is terrible.
it's bad.
That's often.
It's bad.
That's often
Let's
the way
not
of
forget
podcasts.
the line, I have touched many women as well. Like,
Yeah, yeah, Sex Best Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Let's
I-
never forget that.
I wonder if that will
when
make it
you
into the
tune in
final
next
edit.
when you tune in next week, is it not? You're not going to put the final edit? Sex Best, Sex Best, Sex Best, Sex Best. Chris Pratt said Sex Best, Sex Best, Sex Best, Sex Best, Sex Best.
No,
It's very hard to say over and over. Yeah, there's a little.
There you are. I hope everyone joined us for that.
Let's remind everyone of Miller's
Sex Pest.
FMV competition. Make us an FMV. It doesn't have to be long. No more than 30 seconds from clips from YouTube, and I'll send you 2 games
What a bunch of self-indulgent
up to the
jerks.
value of Miller's desk.
Thanks to Simon's
Desk.
generosity. I get.
It's not my generosity. I paid
sponsorships.
nothing for these games. Just turned up on my desk. So you know.
Corruption of game journalists, right there, ladies.
Not
and
really, because I'm
gentlemen.
giving away to the public.
And yeah, that wraps up the podcast. Hopefully, I think we all need to leave this room and have a hard think about.
The hard thing. There we go. We're back now. The
Yeah.
hard thing.
Oh no! Yes, thank you for joining me, gentlemen. David Scammell,
That didn't really do it out of choice.
Simon Miller,
I don't trust you anymore, especially your hands.
and Jim Trinker.
Bye.
Bye.